Hello and welcome to the Call of the Herd podcast, episode number 5, officially. My name is Curran and I am joined by
Romario. I'm here, ready to talk about some Premodern.
once again back to talk about some Premodern. We've had a few things happen since our last recording. Premodern on Moto had been rolled out and some challenges occurred, and Romario here ended up landing himself a top 8 in one of the challenges. So congrats to
Yep.
Romario. That's awesome. And other than that, we've also had a Portland Premodern monthly occur as of just yesterday. So I have that fresh to talk about with you today. And my plans for the upcoming Canadian event for the Legends Booster Pack. Sorry about the noise over here.
Is that a kitty?
That is my cat. He is having a little sneezing fit. He's doing okay. He's all right.
What's the name of the 1/1 first strike cat again? Is that did you name your cat Johnny?
No, his name is Chico.
Chico? Okay.
Say hi to Chico, everybody. This is Chico.
He's adorable.
He's adorable.
If I picked up your cat like that, my eyes would be very watery and I probably wouldn't breathe very well for a little bit. But I do like cats. I just can't have them with me because
yeah.
But if you listen to the Legacy Small Talk episode when we had Pete in the cast, apparently there's such thing as a food that you can give to your cat that helps people that have allergies. Apparently.
Oh, huh.
I did not know that.
I think I missed that one.
Well, we didn't mention the name of the food on the cast, I think, but it's I think it's called Clear. Oof, man, I forgot now because I don't have a cat. So I heard it. I thought it was really interesting. I didn't even know that such thing existed. But I think it's a type of food that Purina makes. And it's not supposed to.
It sounds familiar.
It was like clear vision or clear. I forgot. No, I'm gonna hate. If Pete's gonna listen to this, he's gonna be like, Mario, I already told you. You should remember. But yeah, but it's probably not that hard to look it up. But I think it's made by Purina, and I think he mentioned that it doesn't 100% make you okay to be around cats, but it reduces a lot apparently. Whatever is the thing that the dandruff, whatever, that food apparently reduces that. So you make it easier for you
cool.
to. Yeah, thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't know things existed like that. So, but yeah, so we're recording today. Last week was terrible for me in terms of trying to create any type of content. For anybody that follows also the Legacy Small Talk, we had to skip last week. So Jared wasn't able to record, and me and Mike are going to record. And I'm not trying to turn this into like a conversation about a different podcast. It's just that one of the reasons why I haven't put any Premodern videos on my channel has something to do with this. OBS was not working for me. For anybody that knows, OBS is like the main software that pretty much everyone that makes YouTube content for to record your screen basically uses. So OBS was not cooperating with me, and also something to do with my internet connection too. I wasn't able to record the podcast too. So I don't know. I was kind of frustrating because I wanted to make new videos. I had a Premodern video that I want to release. I'll talk about a little bit about the deck in a second later in the episode. And also, I've been playing a lot of black-green Cradle Control in Legacy, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. And I really wanted to release that video too. I ended up releasing one. And in the rush of trying to like reinstall OBS to record the videos, like I didn't have all my settings correct. And apparently I recorded in only one of the sides of your headphone would listen to my voice. The other one's not working.
Oh, no.
So if you listen on a computer that has a single speaker, I think it's virtually the same thing. But for anybody that's listening on headphones on your phone or whatever, that video probably does not sound very good. But I really didn't want to throw away the footage. So I released it anyways. I'm probably going to make another one with better quality now that I have all my settings back to normal. But yeah, just for anybody that watches my channel, it was like, hey, why don't you post any videos? That was because I could not make anything last week. So there was no podcast, no Premodern videos, no Legacy videos, no nothing on the channel because and Curran, you saw even before we started this, like I had to tweak a little bit to make Riverside work for this for this episode. But now I think we should be back to normal. So no more pre-modern content coming down too. And how about you? How's the
Yeah,
band working? How's work? How's life?
yeah. We actually just had a show 2 nights ago over at Starday Tavern here, and it was our best show yet. It was definitely not close. It was just like packed bar, great crowd, like fantastic work from my compatriots and
Mm-hmm.
I believe. We all still feel like we made several mistakes, but that happens at basically every show. Um, and yeah, but it's been really good. We're really excited this year to play a lot more shows and maybe even get a recording out. Hopefully, get some kind of like tangible EP, something like that out there for people to be able to listen to. So
Mm-hmm.
that's all going pretty well. I've been playing more pre-modern than anything. If I was playing Legacy, I'd be all over Black Green Cradle right now, because that is my homestay for the most part. But uh, yeah, I've been playing a lot of pre-modern in kind of preparation for going to Canada this weekend to play for the Legends booster pack, sealed Legends pack for first place. So I
Mm-hmm.
have been kind of shoring up my survival list. And it's changed significantly, I would say, from what I usually play to where it is now. But it's not a surprising change. It's mostly based on the lists that did well in the CPL recently, as well as in the hands of Julian Knob, former still Elves
Apparently,
Master
he's
of
still a master.
Legacy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, still the master. So, I am really excited to talk about those changes when we get to it, and to kind of also talk about the stuff that happened at the monthly yesterday. So,
Cool,
we'll get
cool.
there when we get there. But I think we should start with the top eight if you're down.
No,
Talk
I
about
was
your
gonna
run.
say that the event in Canada is the one you're gonna go see our friend Elliot there, right?
Yes, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
see our friend Elliot, aka Fish Duggery, aka Piss Duggery, aka
I like to play with
uh
all mismatched cards.
yeah. He goes by many names.
Yeah, I think I ran into him in leagues like twice or three times now.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so it seems like he's a. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, I should say this: pre-modern leagues, not just leagues online.
Not, yeah, yeah.
Not other. Oh, actually, you know what? I did play in the showcase challenge yesterday, and we did get paired in the showcase too. So me and Alec
Oh,
are just
wow.
if we are sitting in our computers playing Magic, apparently we're just supposed to get paired. I guess I don't know. Just that's how
Two
the
peas in a
universe works.
pod.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, love it, Alec. But yeah, no. So I there was the challenges started. I think it was on this week here. So the week of the 19th again, back in December. That was when we had the first challenges. I think there was one on Wednesday, or my memory's like faulty now. But I remember there was three challenges. You know what? I think all three of them were the same Friday. Actually, when I think about it.
Mhm.
And this one was the one in the afternoon, so it was the one that I was able to play. There was one that I think was very, very early in the morning. Then there's one that was like around like 11 o'clock my time. I'm talking like we all in the same time zone. But I think it was like around 11, 12 o'clock. And I tried to make that one. I had to do some work in the morning and I rushed home. And when I got home, it was not enough time. But then there was another one. So I was like, all right, well, I'll play this. And uh, I, I pretty much had locked in that I was going to play either Enchantress or Tinkerfling. And I had several different Enchantress lists on my Magic account or Magic Online account. I don't know if you get to that point when you have. So in terms of Enchantress, I have like 9 Enchantress, and I have like Sim Black 9 Enchantress, and I have Green White Enchantress, Restores to Plowshares. I have like a bunch of different versions, and I believe this one that I played. It's either the same 75 or pretty close to the one that Rich Shea played in the LobsterCon last year when he won the event. Uh, I didn't compare, but I'm pretty sure that's the same one because I had a feeling there was going to be a lot of decks playing Tide, and historically speaking, Enchantress is not good against those decks, anyways, because uh, like many decks in the format, you have to like kind of play your lands out. Like no, so the deck is kind of weak to things like Cataclysm or Armageddon and Tide, right? But I was like, well, this deck has what you call here the sideboard. I've got Carpet of Flowers and I have Zented Swarm. So I was like, well, this deck has a fighting chance against those decks. And playing the contraption leagues, I think I played I can't remember. I think it was in the same week. It's been a while now, so we're talking about like a few weeks now. Um, I remember there were people testing the Ponza deck that it was kind of extinct. I haven't seen in a while, like the green red Ponza deck that
Oh
plays
yeah, yeah,
spheres and
yeah.
yeah. But sometimes like I played against a deck like a good amount, so I was like, well, oh, I just stopped my ad blocker, so now I should have some. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. But so I had Sacred Grounds on my sideboard, and I was like, well, this should work, right? This is a uh this it seemed like a good 75. And I got paired a few times against Mono Red Sly, and I think this deck's fantastic. I have a copy of Solitary Confinement in the main deck, and then we have two more copies on the sideboard. So the Source of Plowshares help killing Jackal Pup early in the game. So I was like, I thought it was just like no, uh, I wouldn't say like an easy, but it's like a if they're not ready, if you don't have things like Anarchy on their sideboard, like no, this is kind of like an easy one because especially in game one, if you can get two Enchantress effects in play and a Solitary Confinement, you just basically lock them out of the game, right? Like you play one enchantment, you draw two, discard a land, whatever. Um, and I think I got paired against a black and white, one of those black and white control decks with the Shadow, Phyrexian Arena, Gerard's Verdict, and stuff like that. So the event went well until I got paired against Neo Mushroom. He was playing a blue-white tie deck, and I believe he actually got to the finals of this event. Um, so that was my
Mm.
loss in the Swiss. And then in top eight, my very first round was against Dreadnought, blue-white Dreadnought, and I believe I lost game one. Game two, I was able to win, and then game three, I recorded the whole thing, so you can go on my channel and like watch the whole challenge. Uh, I basically had turned the corner. I had a Mirror's Guy in play, and every time I'm activating Mirror's Guy on my upkeep, it's just like three lands. And I think I have an Enchantress in play. I just never found an enchantment to like chain enchantments. And then I slowly just saw my opponent cast a Dreadnought, stifle it, and then attack and kill me. But it was a good game. It was definitely like one of the more back and forth matches that I played in the whole event. Like I said, the ones versus the red decks, it was kind of like it's just a race for me to get to Solitary Confinement and Enchantresses. Uh, Against the black deck was kind of the same thing too, and eventually you get the Opalescence plus Parallax wave you play. But the mono blue Dreadnought deck match it was a little bit more. I feel like it was a little bit more back and forth there. So, but yeah, I think Enchantress is a very strong deck. I believe the the next weekend or the next week, uh, there were two Enchantress decks that split the finals. Yeah, this one here. It was like on the 26th. It was like two Enchantress decks that split the finals. Uh, so I think the deck's pretty well positioned. Like unless you're getting paired against, like I said, Cataclysms or um, Armageddon, you can kind of work around sometimes. One Sarah Sanctum can kind of get you back in the game. Uh, but Tide and I think Cataclysm are kind of hard for you to beat. But other than that, I think the deck is pretty good. It's pretty good at locking out your opponents out of the game. Any deck that's trying to attack you for damage, this deck can kind of stop everyone from doing their things. You basically just build like a pillow fort, and you try to cross your fingers. It's gonna it's gonna work. But when you're drawing like 3-4 cards every turn, then it's usually works out in your favor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So again, I definitely support trying to get some enchantress effects. Uh, and I think, well, I mean, I kind of been bouncing like between other decks now, but like, if I was gonna play another challenge, this would probably be one of my top choices. I think going forward, I think I just wanted like another copy of Aura Silence, for some of the reasons I just mentioned. The Parallax, Tide, and Wave are kind of can be a problem. So just having more ways to deal with enchantments, or even prevent them from casting them seems like a good move.
Yeah.
Uh, and you played the thing on. I mean, we're not gonna watch that because you said it was was a terrible.
It's a brutal match, but yeah, today Heavy Play Andrew uploaded round two from the November monthly a few months back, and this was it's funny because it was the elves themed monthly, and the highest placing elves deck would get a like foil biorhythm or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And I told the entire Discord, I was like, watch out for my elves brew, you know,
Uh huh.
you're gonna get whopped on. And then I showed up with this. So uh I I got this deck from you, Romario, initially. Like,
Yes.
you sent me like a moto list that was just the 60 or something. And eventually I was able to kind of like find another like Facebook post about it or something like that and find more of a complete list and get a more of a general idea of
Mm-hmm.
like how the sideboard should be structured. And then I also made a few main deck changes. I I wasn't brave enough to register the black enchantment,
The
the
crypt.
5-drop. Yeah, the crypt. I decided, nah, I didn't want it, and I put in a fourth impulse just because I don't know, I was scared, I
Because you're a
guess.
coward.
Yeah, because I'm a coward, and I don't want to figure out how to play with that card. Um, and yeah, the deck was cool, but this match was terrible because it was
Which was
green
it?
white oath Ponza, and they just have Wasteland and Port and Thermokarst and like just all these things that set me back. And then they put a Terravor into play, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna die. Like,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah, their clock's pretty
Um,
fast.
yeah, and it's like keep multiple petals, keep a fast show and tell, or die. Like, and hope that they don't also have something like to symmetrically react to Dream Halls.
That's one thing with Dream Halls, right? That uh it's from the time in Magic when things were symmetrical, right? And so even if your opponent stepped out, if they have a Terravor and a naturalizing hand, they can just guess a naturalize as a kind of like a force of vigor, really. Can just and Dream Halls isn't even removed from the game, right? You just discard. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a yeah, just something to keep in mind, right? I believe I have played this deck, not the with the donate package, just like the storm one. And that version is usually just like mono blue, right? You just play all the draw spells and then you have Quickening
Right.
Wishes or you just have the main deck's Brain Freeze. So that version, it's a little different because when you get Dream Halls in play, you cast your first draw spell, and if they try to respond by destroying your Dream Halls, you can always instant speed like cast another draw spell and kind of start the chain. uh, with this version, what I found out was like you can't really do that. Like no, after you cast your first draw spell, yeah, you just hope
Yeah.
they don't have any interaction.
It's kind of like that. I mean, there are definitely situations. That's why the one of brain freeze is there, right? Like
Mhm.
in the case that you get to fire off like rush of knowledge, luckily first instead of like one of your instant speed ones, and then when they hit you with the naturalizer response, that's when you start firing off your instant speed opportunities and meditates.
Mhm.
So there's definitely a path to that same kind of like brain freeze and response win. But
Mhm.
ideally, yeah, you just want to do the illusions donate, chain of vapor, kill you like on the
Yeah.
spot that way.
Yeah.
So
That is true. Um, so yeah, I mean, it looks like the list looks pretty good. So you just cut the. I'm trying to remember the name of the card. It was like Crypt. That's what.
Forbidden
That's
Crypt?
oh,
Is it
that sounds right.
Forbidden Crypt?
Uh, I think it is Forbidden Crypt. Oh,
For a card I
apparently I have
really
looked
didn't
up
want
this
to
before.
play, I remembered it.
Yeah. So yeah, Forbidden Crypt is like no, you try to donate that to your opponent, and then they have a couple turns before they can not draw anymore, I guess, and they lose a game. Uh,
Interesting.
yeah. I played a league online with this deck, and I think I went 1-4. But it was later in the stream. I was streaming because I think it was the first week we had these things, and it was I think that was one of the games that I think I put this card in play, but I actually got to cast the cards that I had in the graveyard, which actually helped me. I think I
Oh,
had like an
wow.
intuition in the graveyard, and then like I cast like so the effect of you like the slow Yagamoth's wheel, I guess, actually worked in my favor. And then when I was ready, I just donated to my opponent. So it's not just like no, it's not like an Illusions of Grandeur that you cast it and you want to immediately give it to your opponent. There is a scenario that you want to cast this thing and you can just like sure, it can just stay in my in play. I'm just gonna take advantage of my graveyard until I'm ready to give it to my opponents. So uh,
Interesting.
yeah.
Fair enough. I
Um,
am a coward.
so I mean, but all right. So you lost the one round that's like on Andrew's channel that we
Yeah.
play. But how was the rest of the event?
I went 3-2 with the deck. My other loss was to probably not surprisingly blue black Psychotog, given the
Mm,
amount of interaction that deck tends to play. So but I did have wins against like I don't remember, honestly. I won
uh-huh.
3 times and I lost twice, and I was pretty
Okay.
happy with that because I did not like have any real experience playing this deck before, and I had goldfished it and like played like a match or two
Hmm.
before the event, and but it was fun. It was a fun deck, and I'd play it again. I would.
Yeah.
I'd probably put the Forbidden Crypt in there. Prove to myself that I don't have to be a coward.
There you go. Uh, well, next time you should ask Andrew to upload the videos matches that you won, not the ones that you lost.
So yeah, listen, yesterday I also played a feature match that I lost, so it's going poorly.
So your record on camera is not the best.
No, it's not. It will be a fantastic feature match though, because game 2 involves me mulliganing to an absurd number. I want you to think about what number that might be.
Hmm.
Uh and then somehow turning it into like a 15 turn game where my opponent went to 3 life before finally closing the door and killing me.
Okay. Looking forward
It
to watch
is
them.
a show, a spectacle. I should have scooped like 5 times. I would have been justified like 5 times scooping throughout that match. I stayed in just to see what the hell would happen, and I
And you
went
almost
way
got there.
further than I thought.
Did you think you almost got there, or was it just like one of those games like you just kept like staying there because you're stubborn?
No, it was like yeah, I don't know. Like I got an early okay, the matchup was blue white like parallax tribal with like replenish, right? Like
Hmm.
that deck, and I got like a very early naturalize on the first opalescence, and like I got him to use a replenish that I or like we ran him out of all 4 replenishes, but still like blew up opalescence, the only one that came back from the one replenish he was able to cast.
Hmm.
Um, and it was brutal because all he had left in the deck to kill me officially were opalescences. Like these parallaxes were just ticking down, doing nothing. And like
Mm.
yeah, it just like eventually came down to the wire, and he drew like I had an Antuco Vigilante in play ready to do the final damage, and like
Uh,
he found the opalescence, and then his parallax waves were just insane
Removal.
again, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was over. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Fair
It's
enough.
a very good it'll be a very good feature match, trust.
So speaking of elves,
Yes.
so I was looking at some of the new lists and you
I
is
did
this
change my list too. I can send you that really quick, if you wanna
okay?
pull it up on the screen too.
Sure. Yeah, because I was looking at some of the elves list. I was talking to some other elves aficionados, and some of them don't really play a lot of like I'm sorry, don't play pre-modern, and I was trying to understand like the point of some of these cards. But okay, so that's where you play now.
Yeah, this is what I registered yesterday, and this is pretty close to what I'll be taking to Canada with me with some changes in mind.
Okay.
So The biggest things that have changed. I took Wasteland out of the mana base. I'm tired.
Hmm.
I'm tired of opening on non-green source. Like I'm just like the trade-off to get factories is becoming less and less important to me. So I took Wastelands out of the mana base. I added a forest and I added the fourth Priest of Titania. Um, Tangle Wire, gone. No more Tangle Wire. Get it
No
out
more
of
Tangle
here.
Wires.
Yeah, I'm tired. That card does so good early and it does so good in certain situations and certain matchups, but it is always bad late. Always, always, always. It doesn't matter if it's in a matchup where it's good or bad.
Hmm.
If you draw it on turn 10, you're dying. You're gonna lose, dude. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. The So what we've done is we've added 2 Nantuko Vigilantes, 1 copy of Well Wisher, um, and 1 more copy of Deranged Hermit. Uh, so Nantuko Vigilante is the Brazen Borrower of this deck. Is the best way that I can put this card to you. For 5 mana, you can interact meaningfully with your opponent. Disenchant is very good in Premodern. We all know
Hmm.
this.
Yeah.
And it is a 3/2, which is a stat line that causes more than mild concern for your opponent. It
Is it 3
is,
copies that you're running?
yeah, 3
Okay.
copies. The first disenchant is a bump in the road for your opponent. The second one is pretty damning, like generally.
Mm.
Like it's just very good. We put a main deck Well Wisher in there as a nod of respect to things like Sly and Goblins and things that get my life total down very quickly.
This one right here.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to whiteboarder it. It's a little behind. I picked it up like the morning of the event. So, um, and also I'm gonna pick up some old border ones before Canada, hopefully.
Okay.
And then yeah, so those are the main deck changes, and then the sideboard we cut all of the Call of the Herds, which is really damning for the name of our podcast.
I was about to say, yeah,
However,
that's you're not on brand anymore.
yeah, no longer on brand. However, it did free up room for the second Tranquil Domain, which I have been wanting for a very long time and just trying to
Hmm.
figure out how to put it in spatially. 1 copy of Genesis, 1 copy of Spike Feeder, which should be a second Well Wisher, but I was short on some supplies. And
Hmm.
then 1 copy of Collar of the Claw, which was a meta call. That will probably be Gaia's Blessing for Canada, where I'm going a little more blind and a little bit more scared of things like Altar of Dementia or Brain Freeze. So the most of this is inspired completely by the like first place CPL list of I don't know what month, November, maybe October, I don't know. It's the Elves player that won.
Hmm.
That and then Julian took that list and also just like 5-0'd immediately and felt like it was like smooth as butter.
Right.
Um I haven't been a fan of Well Wisher in the past, but I've been playing it a lot more post anger, like versus trying to deploy it early and hope it kind of sticks around.
Yeah.
I feel like that change in play style has definitely helped. Uh, and then having the third Hermit is just really good for those openers where you're just like, Llanowar Elves, Grand Ranger, Firewood, turn 3, Deranged Hermit, kill you. Like, you know.
Right.
So, yeah,
I
it's
think I
kind of
think the
where
only
we're
problem
at.
with the Well Wisher that I have is that it kind of falls into the same thing with the Priest of Titania, right? Like if you play against a red deck, usually it's hard for you to have multiple elves in play. Uh,
Yeah, but again, like it's ideally in the late, like kind of mid to late game where you have a little bit more material on the board, hopefully, and then also you're kind of stretching your opponent's answers with going wide. I don't know.
mhm.
Priest is best early, and there's like no really real argument for that. Like you just want to set it down and get it like online as soon as possible. But the
Mhm.
Well Wisher can kind of wait till it's like, okay, now I'm like at a low life total, and now I need to go get this, and I will have a Quirion Ranger in play or a Wirewood Symbiote in play to get multiple activations out of it, hopefully. Yeah,
And an anger in the graveyard, hopefully, so you can activate right
exactly.
away.
Haste it. Yep.
Okay. Uh,
And it's
it might
very
be
easy to cut for like
it might
bad
it might
matchups.
just be aesthetic, but is any meaning for the 2 forests this year?
Yeah, those were shipped to me by Elliot, actually. They are
Oh,
customs. They cut out the art on wood elves for the top one there.
mm-hmm.
And that's in the forest box, as you can kind of see. And they cut out the
Okay.
art for, I don't know what card that is, something Patrol Dawns and
On this one
all.
here.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know the name of it, but they're just like nice forests that Elliot sent me, and I wanted to put them in the deck. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Um, did you have the 4 Wall of Blossoms before, or is that something new too?
always, yeah, 4
Okay.
naturalized, 4 Wall of Blossoms, his 2 Tormod's Crypt, and 1 Tranquil Domain have been pretty much the static slots in the sideboard for a long time. It's those Call of the Herd slots that have always been Call of the Herd, and now I'm kind of diversifying.
Mm-hmm. Did
Call
you?
of the Herd has also been not very impressive lately for me, so
Yeah, I was about to say like, uh, I mean, BN33 is cool, but like, I think it only shines against like red decks, right, or any aggro deck. But
yeah,
it's not great too. I think currently, but
yeah.
I was looking at some of the decks that have been doing well, and like so Dreadnought has been doing well. Um, Elves has been doing well, and any deck with Tide. I don't know if Call of the Heart is like really what you wanted there. Like
Yeah.
even Sekatog has been doing well, like blue black Sekatog, and the deck usually has some number of Potter Kegs. So like the whole cast one, cast the second one, so they can counter the first one, whatever. They can just probably let it resolve, and then just like later just Potter Keg the tokens away, and then you're I don't know, it doesn't. But I mean, it is good at blocking Jackal Pups and Mog Fanatics and stuff. But I think Wall of Blossoms does the same thing too, and it draws you a card too. So
Yep.
uh, I think the only thing I was gonna look at it like I really like Genesis in the main deck or any deck that's playing survival.
Hmm.
Because in that way it creates inevitability, right? Like the game can go forever and you're gonna win eventually. Because they're
Yeah,
not gonna
that's
because they're not
fair.
gonna yeah, because they're not gonna have Sorcerer Plowshares for everything, right? Uh so any of the games that go longer, like Genesis just like takes over at one point because you're gonna keep drawing more resources, and if anything dies or gets countered, whatever, you
I've
just
been
draw it
thinking
back.
about I've been thinking about cutting the tribal force mage. I was about to do it for crop rotation, honestly, because the one thing I feel like I'm lacking a lot of these times is like an explosive like cradle land drop, you know,
Hmm.
and like crop rotation would be like kind of your 5th cradle.
Yeah,
But could be possible that maybe that tribal force mage is supposed to be Genesis main, which frees up another sideboard slot in which I could put in, I don't know, something.
another spike feeder,
Another well wisher.
another well wisher, all the well wishers.
I'll just never gonna lose to burn ever.
You can just put a sharpshooter.
I don't want to do that.
You don't like
I,
sharpshooter?
if I play sharpshooter, I'm gonna have to play Carplusion Forest or like
No, you
Birchflow
have a mountain.
Rangers.
You have a
Yeah, I
mountain.
have one mountain, Romario. It's one mountain.
You don't want to cast it anyways if the mountain's not in play. You want to have it like a hasty sharpshooter.
Now
Yeah,
you're
it's fine.
talking.
It's one mountain, but it's the only one that matters. And you have like
I
what? So you have 4 fetch lands. You have the mountain itself, and you have the Granger, right?
yeah.
So it's not that hard for you to find the one mountain. And we're playing Premodern too. There's no ghost quarters in this format. So if the mountain hits play, unless it's getting Stone Rain or Armageddon out of the game, which at that point is kind of irrelevant to have the sharpshooter anyways, I think you should be all right.
Mm, all right,
See?
I'll take it into consideration.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so this is where you're taking well with the changes you mentioned. But did you see what people have been doing with elves?
Yeah. Uh This is what I see. They're playing Carplusion Forest. They already know. Uh,
Well, but
yeah,
they're
the
also running.
Pyroclasms are a little bit what?
Well, there's also Pyroclasm, and there's a Thornscape Battle Mage. So I think then you definitely need more red mana, right? Because then at this point you're not just.
Look, I think the Battle Mages are cool ass OG cards, but I
Mhm.
ain't gonna register it.
It's an elf, and he shoots something for 2 damage. And you are playing a card in your deck called Wirewood Symbiote that can pick it up, and you can just redo it.
I'm not
So,
registering more red sources.
okay. You don't want to turn into like a half goblin deck, is what it is, or half slide deck. Or not even half, I guess. Like no,
Look at all those walls. They know they gotta prepare for their pyroclasm
sure.
nonsense.
Well, they had a well wisher too. There you go. Uh, okay, no,
Well
fair
wisher
enough.
wishes you well, dude.
Yeah, some of the numbers on this list are interesting to me, but I'm sure this person had their reasons. Yeah, they cut a Korean Ranger. The sideboard has got the two naturalized. I mean, naturalized the
They
pyroclasm.
got 2 Sylvan Library.
The Sylvan Library, huh? I mean, Sylvan Library is a very good card in a lot of matchups in this format, right? There's a lot of decks that don't pressure life total, uh, and if you have Well Wisher in your deck, it's I'm not gonna say it's a
Maybe
combo, but
maybe
it's a
Sylvan Library needs to be one of my cards.
yeah. I mean, there's some synergy here, right? You tap your Well Wisher, gain 5 life. All right, it's an extra card for Sylvan Library.
Should I white border my foreign black border one I have?
You should not. What language is
Oh,
it?
okay. I don't remember. I gotta
If
look
it
at it. I
if
haven't
it's in
played in
Italian, I'll
years.
buy it from you, and then you can keep
If
my
it's
fourth.
in what?
If it's in Italian,
Damn, I kind of want to go find it, but this
no,
is
no,
not
you
the
can do it
time.
later.
Yeah.
I have like 5 or 6 fourth edition ones. They already white border. I'll just ship it to you, and then you just ship me the.
Oh,
And I think I have 2 Italian ones black border, so I don't mind trying to get a playset at one point. So uh, and you can
I'll
just
look at
get.
the language and I'll let you know.
Okay, sounds good. I just don't want I don't want you to ruin another old school card, but
Fun fact about the Llanowar elves in my deck.
uh-huh.
They
Oh, are
were
they beta?
no, they're not beta.
Okay.
They are foreign black bordered though.
What
No
language are they?
longer foreign black border. Honestly, I think they're German.
Or they all mixed?
No, they're all the same. I think they're all German.
Okay.
Maybe. I
Funny.
can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I was
You
looking
have
at.
the picture. Hold on, I have
Oh,
the
that's true.
picture.
I don't think I can see the language from here.
Llanowar Elfin. That's German.
That's German. I believe elfin at the end it means a plural. That's why it's Lenore elves.
Yeah.
Uh I
Yeah, they were a black border when they were handed to me, and then I whiteboarded the
then
hell out of them.
you ruined them.
I made them amazing. I made them one of a kind. I made them unique.
You definitely made them unique. That is true. I'm not gonna I'm not disagreeing with that one. I was looking at some German Lenore elves like on eBay recently. I might end up pulling the trigger. I'm not sure.
I
I
can
really wish.
whiteboard for them for you when they get here.
No, no. I was really trying to find some Portuguese ones to like really have the feeling of me playing Premodern cards like from when I was a kid, but apparently I can't find them. I'll have to get them from Card Market, which is a whole different hassle because I have to have it shipped to somebody there and then they have to ship it to me here. So I was like, uh, speaking of Canada too, like I definitely, I recently got the 2 copies of Brainstorms that we talked about with Andrew. Remember that when we had Andrew on the
Oh
show?
yeah.
It
The
took a while to get here.
brainstorms.
Yeah, they're in Portuguese, so like now I have 5, but which is it's an awkward number. Because a long time ago, one of my friends, he knows I buy those things. Like whenever I find cheap cards in Portuguese, they're like from the pre-modern legacy era. I was at a Star City event. One of my buddies, he was going through their foreign language cards, and there was one for 25 cents, so he bought it for me. So I had that one, and I found like I somehow found like 2 other ones like on TCG Player, I guess, and I found those 2 on eBay, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy one because the shipping was like so expensive to ship from Canada. I was like, might as well buy 2 of them. So now I have 5. But so yeah, if anybody's listening and you got a line for me to buy some cards in Portuguese from the pre-modern era, they're playable. They don't have to be playable actually. Just any cards from that era. Like just let me know. I might buy it from you. Um,
Heck
but yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be looking for some Lenore elves in Portuguese, hopefully in black border, and I'll keep them black border. I'm not gonna be a monster like you.
Monster, visionary, same
The
thing.
the the Lenore office of strategic influence would be very upset at you. Rofellos would be very angry at you right now.
They can file a claim.
File a claim with all drummy. I guess that's the. I don't know who's the boss in the hierarchy, but uh, anyways, um, yeah. So like, yeah, I was really puzzled about the pyroclasm, but I guess no, it's probably like no mere goblins. I guess. Is goblins like a really bad matchup for elves?
Goblins is not fun. I never am excited to sit down. Those guys, like,
Those
yeah,
guys
those guys, those guys. Oh no,
and their
I mean
lackeys and goblin
we
ringleaders. Oh,
we have 16 1-drops, which is more than people are equipped with to deal with turn one lackey. However, comma Mog Fanatic,
mm-hmm.
Gem Palm
Gem Palm
Incinerator,
Incinerator.
like whatever. Like all this stuff just clears the way, and it's just like, oh, I'm sad now. So yeah, that all sucks. And then like sharpshooter is obviously an issue. If we're not like we have to build fast and then we have to pay off fast. If we can't like build up and then be like, okay, I hope I draw something to like get going now, because like
mm-hmm.
we're gonna lose to sharpshooter if we sit around too long. So
Right.
it's swingy, it's tossy, it's a toss up. Cutting tangle wire did kind of make the match suffer a little bit, I think. Just because like tangle wire can generally hold them down for long enough for you to kind of like get out and move. But I think that with the walls, with the um do 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 do
Oh,
do the yeah, the walls. Honestly, I think the wall is that all I have right now?
you have yeah.
I mean, Collar the Claw, maybe Spike Feeder, maybe.
I mean,
No,
Mastercore
I
does a
don't
very
know.
good job at.
Yeah, Mastercore is kind of what we want to play to, generally speaking. Just
Mm-hmm.
take out like the well, actually, I like the Vigilantes too, just for PT reasons.
Because the two
It's
toughness.
really just like cut the priests, because they
Oh,
always are kind of bad.
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway,
yeah,
Goblins is
yeah,
not fun ever, and I'm
yeah.
happy
I
when I
can see
beat
that.
it, but sad when I lose to it.
I can see that. Yeah, well, maybe you should start playing some Cripples Forest and Pyroclasm in your sideboard, and
I
then.
would play Steeler Resolve before all of that.
Oh, now you're talking. I actually like that card a lot too.
I did actually that card hard carried against goblins at one point while I was in my sideboard for like 5 seconds. So that was cool.
5 seconds. Oh man. Well,
Uh,
uh, yeah. I mean, so you said that it's gonna be next week, right? You're going to.
yeah, get on a train on Friday. It's Monday right now, for reference. But yeah, I'll be on there, getting there like late. Elliot's gonna roll out an air mattress for me since I'm traveling solo, so I got to save on a hotel room. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
We're playing the event Saturday, and then probably getting into shenanigans Saturday night, and then on Sunday morning I have a train at 7:15 a.m.
Seven
Which will
fifteen
put
a.m.
me which will put me back in Portland at like 3 or 3:30 p.m., which is kind of good for a Sunday, honestly, getting back. I plan
Yeah.
on sleeping on the train the whole time on the way back because I'm going to get rambunctious with the boys on Saturday night. If you don't get rambunctious with the boys, why are you even going?
It's a wasted trip. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta do it once.
I thought you're gonna do the gen thing and like bring your laptop and play like a challenge on Sunday on the way back. Like I'm assuming those trains have Wi-Fi.
Ooh, oh my god, the 8 a.m. legacy challenge on the way back hungover on the train. What if I win it?
Yeah. You just and then you click. That's my impersonation of a train. I don't know how to, but
I'm registering for Badger Mole Cub. You can't stop me.
that card is amazing.
Yeah, that
That
card
might
is
be.
sick.
I don't know if there's a. There might be like a. Uh, what we call.
Oh no, we started talking about legacy on the
No, no, no,
pre-modern
no,
podcast.
no.
No.
Premodern.
Oh
Oh, there's no Premodern challenge anymore.
no.
Last one's
Dang.
tomorrow. Which I think if I'm at home, I'm gonna try to play this one because I think it's the last one that we have for for a while.
That's noon your time, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
9 a.m. my time. Okay.
11, 10. Yes, 9 a.m.
There's no way I'm gonna be at work, but
Uh, I think tomorrow I'm kind of free tomorrow during the day, so maybe I'll try to do that. And then what's the name of
usually
the story?
else.
What's the name of the story you're gonna play again?
Magic Stronghold in Vancouver, BC.
Okay. Are they gonna stream anything,
Um,
or you don't
I
know?
don't think there's gonna be a stream. There's gonna be catering. Pretty excited about that. Nice.
What are they gonna serve? Poutine
I
and
think
maple syrup? I don't know. I'm
I
just thinking
have
of
no
Canadian
idea.
things.
I don't know what they eat up there. Just
You don't know
kidding.
what
They
they eat up
probably
there. Wow, wow. You're gonna get there. You're just gonna have haters already. Like, what?
I know, I
What do
know.
you mean we don't eat up?
Elliot's not gonna let me into his house. It's over.
It's like, yeah, the air mattress is flat.
Yeah, actually that air mattress doesn't even exist.
I hear sleeping outside in Canada this time of the year is lovely.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure it'll go well.
in January in Canada, yeah, very very toasty outside. Uh, but so yeah, so like so that's kind of the deck that I was thinking about uh, recording this past week. That I had issues recording, so it didn't happen. But I should have a list, or I'm sorry, I should have a video uploaded. Probably around the same time this episode comes out. And it's another Illusion of Grandeur deck. But this kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of the old school like tricks deck. It's like your deck really is counter magic, draw cards, and a combo. Uh, it doesn't really have that many like it does have the two intuitions as I can call it, I guess, like tutor cards, I guess. Uh, but the Sapphire Medallions was like a really nice addition to this deck. Like, no, I got to play like a league the other day. I think I went 4-1. Then I played the second one. I went 3-2, and then there were the two leagues that I tried to record that I wasn't successful. Um, so far, I haven't had a league that I had a negative record. So I'm pretty excited to record this with this deck. Like I think I mentioned before in the cast, but I recently acquired, I think it was Illusions of Grandeur that I didn't have. I owned Donates for a while. I believe both of them are in the reserve list, so they're kind of they're not super expensive, but they're like annoyingly expensive. Like reserve list cards that like cost like $14 or whatever, but you're only playing this deck, so it's kind of. But I'm stupid like that. I just really want to own those cards, and so I bought them, and so I'm gonna try to test them on Magic Online, and I've been finding different versions of tricks, and I think this one might be a little bit better than the one you played. Uh, I think
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think this is sweeter just because it doesn't have to rely on dream halls. Like relying
uh-huh.
on Sapphire Medallion seems so much doper. And then like getting to play this like, I don't know, control-ish roll up until it's time to go. That's
Yes,
pretty sick.
that's exactly how I play this deck. Yes. One of the best openings for me is like Ancient Tomb Medallion, and then next one you just play an island, and you can cast any of the like the cards that dig for your combo. Like no, even Effects of Fiction now just cost 3 mana. And you don't care too much about your life total unless you're playing against Sly, because eventually you're just gonna drop the Illusion of Grandeur and just like recoup all the life again. Um, so yeah, the deck is pretty sweet. I got to use the Morphling sideboard plan a couple of times, and it worked amazingly. I forgot how good Morphling was. Like I haven't cast a Morphling since I was like 13 years old or something. Uh, I own one. I bought it for like Premodern, but I never actually put in a deck because I was like, no, this card is cool, but it's like one of those Premodern cards. Is like I remember being very good, but I didn't think it was going to be good in current Premodern. As it turns out, when your opponent's had out all their removal spells, this card is still pretty good. And it's so yeah, I'm again. There's not a whole lot to talk about the deck really. It's just like a tricks deck. Like no, for anybody that's been playing Magic and like for in Premodern, it's Illusion of Grandeur. You donate to your opponent, and then you watch them either not able to pay for it, or you just Chain of Vapors, and then they lose 20 life. Uh, the only thing you have to watch for is opponents gaining more than 20, being above 20 life, right? That's one thing you got to watch for. And also make sure that when you cast Illusion of Grandeur, they can't interact with you before you give it to them. So like, no, you can't get it pyroblasted or naturalized, whatever. because then you lose the 20 life and you kind of lose half of your combo, and it's really hard for you to quote unquote recharge and combo again.
Right.
But other than that, that's like my kind of like my experience with this deck. It's kind of like where you actually you nailed. That's how I've been playing. Like you just play this control role until you're like 8 life, whatever, and then you're like, all right, here's my combo now. But I go back to
Yeah.
28 life.
Hopefully I have like mana leak backup too, or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah. And again, that's what it's probably one of the reasons why the deck runs 4 mana leaks and only 2 counter spell. Because Medallion, it's not
Reduces it.
uncommon for you. Yeah, it's not uncommon for you to just like have 2 mana leaks activate like no that you can cast. So
That's so
uh
cool. I like
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I'm gonna try to record with this deck. I'm not gonna change the 75. It's from I believe his name is Luis Salvato. He's like a
Yeah,
Argentinian
the
player.
real LSV.
They're, they're,
That's a direct quote from LSV himself.
oh really?
He's referred to as he's referred to Luis Salvato as the real LSV.
Okay. Is this is the other last name V? I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, just because Salvato, SV, it leads right into
Oh,
it.
okay.
So yeah, he's the real LSV. Like,
Okay.
yeah, dude, Luis Salvato is a beast. Like, very good player, insanely
Yeah.
good player.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, so apparently he was in the top 8 of one of the challenges, and um there's a lot of things I like about this deck. One is like, no, it's a tricks deck. Also, we've seen like players that are in the pro tour not only just copying pasting decks they're doing well, but also like coming up with new ideas. Like I've been kind of looking on Blue Sky and Twitter, and I've been seeing players that we know from other formats like giving their opinion on Premodern because of all the challenges, all the leagues and stuff that we have now. But I think one of the things that really makes me happy is that those players are also changing deck lists and coming up with new decks and stuff, right? So I think that's really cool for Premodern, and I think this is a very good example of that. Right now, it's a player that obviously a very good player, and also they could have just copy like a Dreadnought list and probably either do just as well or better. But they played a different deck, and it was cool.
Yeah, I played 2 matches last night in a league against Otaba, who is
Allure Master.
an Allurin master from Legacy, and he's jamming Allurin, or they're jamming Allurin in on MTGO and Premodern, and
Yeah,
it's so wholesome. It's so
it is.
cool.
Uh, Otaba, I think I also saw that they post on Twitter. I'm to be completely transparent. I haven't been like being on Twitter very much, but or X, whatever you want to call it. But because of Premodern, I have been looking at sometimes, and I don't really post it. Like I've been reading more about Premodern there than anything. But I saw that Otaba posted a picture of like uh, I don't know if it was the entire deck, but it was a lot of the Alluring deck in Premodern foiled out. Uh, and and I think on X, like it translates automatically from Japanese, and they said something about like how in middle school, because I think middle school is more popular in Japan from what I can tell than Premodern. I think middle school was there before Premodern no became popular. So the impression that I get from not being in Japan is that as far as those types of formats, middle school is a little more popular. But anyways, they mentioned something that like in middle school would be very expensive uh to foil out the deck, but in Primano it was a little cheaper or something. So it's cool. And speaking of decks that I don't I don't know who this player is. I think I've watched them stream before. Um, have you seen this list? This is wild to me. Uh, I was watching Neo Mushroom like stream earlier today, and he was playing this deck. And I think he mentioned that a few different. It wasn't just this player, but a couple of other players play the same list and they 5-0 leagues. It's a Sapling Burst Pandemonium combo, which I believe back in the day was called 21 because you do 21 damage when you have the combo. So I guess a little better than Tricks because instead of 20 damage, you do 21. And it's a 2-card combo. But in all seriousness, it is. I guess you can do the same thing, right? Like, I mean, you don't have counter magic in this list, but you have, the deck is like cards that dig for your combo and your combo, right?
I mean, I guess that can be said about any combo deck. At the end of the day, you're just kind of sitting there making your land drops, drawing your cards until it's like absolutely time to go because you don't have a choice anymore, more or less. Like ant tests, like have these similarities
Well, I think those
too.
are a little different, current. Like I think, like for instance, like in terms of Premodern, the Iggy Pop deck, right?
Okay,
That
sure.
one, it draws some cards. You drew part of your combo, then you either duress or you cast Orm's Chant, and you go for it, right?
Yeah, I
This
mean, so they have a layer of protection, kind of like the mana leaks in the other deck, right?
I don't think Mana Leak is played in Iggy Pop. I think.
No, it's not, but I'm saying that
Oh,
Mana Leak is the chant duress of
mm,
like the trick stack. Like Mana Leak fills those roles, I guess. This one
gotcha.
has like fire ice to buy some time, it seems, as it's kind of like Mana Leak Orange Chant duress card
Uh huh.
based interaction. And then yeah, you're sitting there waiting to go, I guess, right? To replenish or whatever.
Right. Well, I think this list you can also, if you're playing like against a slower deck, it's not probably not crazy for you to just cast Pandemonium and then force the second half of your combo. You can like just cast it, or if it gets destroyed, if it gets countered, then you replenish. Uh, so you don't have to, because you don't have that many ways to actually put in the graveyard. It's like you have careful studies and you have intuition, right?
Intuitions, yeah.
So like just casting your combo is, oh, we have LED, I guess. I guess you could do that, yes. Um, that's wild though. Oh, because you have Burning Wish too for replenish. Wow. Yeah,
Man, this is a sick deck.
I need to try this deck. I think I'm probably gonna go 0-5 in the first league, uh
It
but
looks fun.
it looks fun. It does.
I gotta
So
play more decks on Moto. And
you should definitely do that. So Burning Wish. So what do you get? So you get Careful Study. I guess if you draw your combo and you can, it's just if you want to go fast.
Overmaster.
Yeah, Overmaster. I remember that from like Sneaking Show, like in Legacy, right? That's the one that basically makes
Yeah.
everything uncounterable.
Also, Tony played it in Tag.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can call it the white orange chant. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, the red
The
orange
red
chant.
orange shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hydroblast. Okay. What is Primitive Justice? It has the same art as a Gorilla Shaman, so that's what I thought it
It's
was. If it's one right
it's
another,
destroying some artifacts.
so destroy target artifact, destroy a target artifact for each one red and another you pay. In addition to the casting cost, destroy a target artifact and gain 1 life for each one of any color in a
Fun.
green you pay. In addition to, so it's kind of like a replicate before replicated existed, I guess.
Yeah, I think
Sort of.
so. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't even know this card existed. When I was hovering over, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was a Gorilla Shaman, just like a funky art that I didn't see. Uh, but yeah, so again, another deck that's doing well that I probably would never come up with something like this. This is pretty cool. Um,
Heck yeah.
yeah. All right, Corinne. So you're gonna go to Canada next week. Uh,
Yep.
play some Premodern up there. Gonna hang out with the boys. Um,
You
going
know it.
forward, are you gonna be diving more into like the Magic Online leagues or?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely play some more leagues for sure. I have been really enjoying the Snap Cradle Pop list as of lately, and they're just deck lists I see all the time that I should be renting out and trying just for the fun of it, and I need to do that more. So
Mhm.
I'll be around for sure, playing some more pre-modern.
Cool. Yeah, same with me. Like I said, I by the time I think you listening to this, I should have a tricks video up on my channel. I might have this Pandemonium sapling burst video too. Not sure. I think that one I'm gonna have to play a few leagues before I understand how the deck works. But it looks like a really fun deck. Like I said, I did watch Neo Mushroom playing this deck, and he was having a hard time playing the deck. So I don't expect me to just pick it up and get a trophy right away. It's probably gonna be something I'm gonna have to practice a little bit. But the two decks that look really fun, and hopefully to see more innovation in Premodern going forward, like the leagues and challenges, and have more eyes in the format.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, Carlos,
Sweet.
anything else you want to talk about before we end the EP?
Uh Nah, I think we're all set for this episode. You can always find me at Testacular on Discord or Blue Sky or in YouTube. If you want to get at me. And yeah, that's kind of where to find me. Where do they find you, Romario?
I'm Romario Vidal on pretty much everywhere. Magic Online, Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky. Still Romario Neto on Twitter. Like I said, I do read sometimes, but I don't really post there anymore. So, but yeah, I did mention Magic Online too. Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you want to hit me up, I'm always get messages on Discord on Blue Sky. So if you want to talk about Premodern Legacy, hit me up. Yeah, and I guess we'll talk to you after your event, and we can do like a little recap after you come back from Canada.
If I win it, we'll just open with a cold shot of me holding up the Legends booster pack that I won. I don't plan on cracking it if I get it, so I'm just gonna be like, "This is
Ever? I just gonna keep it sealed.
for the foreseeable future."
Okay. All right. Cool. I guess people just have to tune in the next episode to find out what happened.
Da, da,
All
da,
right.
da. Episode 6 is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. All right, Karen.
All right.
Solid app. We'll talk in a few weeks.
Awesome. Sounds good. Good night, Romario. Thanks for hanging.
All right.